Hey folks, this is Keith Gribbins with Compact Equipment Magazine. Hope everybody out there is staying healthy, safe, and productive. This is another chapter in our video series called Compact Equipment Conversations, where a lot of us are still working remotely, or we're social distancing in a big way on the job site or in the office, but we're still taking the opportunity to connect and talk about all the cool new machines, technologies, and issues affecting the industry. Our focus today is going to be on the rental industry and how to rent equipment with COVID-19 looming. I'm not sure I could have found two more qualified guests for this subject. Beth Hoff-Blackmer, President of the American Rental Association and of Aspen Rental in Colorado, and Steve Mao, owner of Brainerd General Rental in Minnesota and Shared Interest Group Chair, Construction Industrial with ARA. Beth, Steve, thanks for taking the time to chat.
Hi, I am Beth Hoff-Blackmer with Aspen Rental in Aspen, Colorado. We are a construction and general tool rental business and a second generation owner. We've been in business for 53 years.
Hello, my name is Steve Mao. I own Brainerd General Rental in northern Minnesota. We've been in business since 1993, and we are focused on construction and general tool.
Awesome, thank you guys. The American Rental Association has been one of my favorite trade associations to work with over the last 20 years in the machinery business. Members include more than 11,000 rental businesses and more than 1,000 manufacturers and suppliers located in every U.S. state and every Canadian province. That includes great members like Aspen Rental in Aspen, Colorado, and Brainerd General Rental in Baxter, Minnesota. ARA is one of the rental industry's best resources and biggest voices. The association offers tons of support, training, certifications, insurance, risk management services, government lobbying, industry data, scholarships, and lots more. The association's trade show, the ARA Show, is an event I attend every year, including this past February before the world shut down, and it is the ultimate venue for a rental business to shop for equipment and party products, participate in educational seminars, and then go enjoy some nightlife and network. Now, with the threat of coronavirus, ARA is focusing on helping its members provide safe and clean business centers for its employees and its renters. ARA's Clean, Safe, Essential program is designed to help ARA members continue to ensure a safe rental experience through the COVID-19 pandemic and beyond. Over the last few weeks, the association has released a Healthy Work Practices Guide for construction equipment rental companies and a Clean, Safe, Essential training certificate program for members, which we'll discuss here soon. Beth and Steve, maybe we can start off with the perspective of most of our readers, which are the landscapers, construction contractors, and do-it-yourselfers actually renting construction equipment. When they walk onto the rental lot this summer, what will have changed with the backdrop of COVID-19? Often they don't have to walk onto the rental center with digital services, but if they do, what new safety best practices should they expect from the rental house?
So during the stay at home and during the first level of opening, we did have our buildings closed to people, but masks were required for everyone on the property. We either took reservations over the phone through the door or through a door near the counter. And we do have digital signatures already and continue to use those a lot. We also have credit cards integrated into our software and store cards. So now we've gone to one level up from that. We are allowing people into the buildings now. And when people get out of their trucks to help a load or they need instruction on the equipment, we still are wearing masks and making sure that everybody is comfortable with the products, but also safe.
Flipping that concept, what COVID-19 best practices should the person renting equipment embrace when renting machinery and trying to build a good relationship with that rental company? Social distancing, wearing a mask, sanitizing, returning equipment. What are your insights there?
Yeah, Keith, great question. So, we've learned that as we're going out in public, everybody has a different reaction to what has transpired over the last couple of months. So I think the important thing here is that you move to the common denominator that everyone might be uncomfortable with this. So even though you might be comfortable with going around not wearing a mask, I think it's important that you respect the fact that some people might feel differently. So when folks are encountering us, I want to make sure that they understand that the social distancing, that if they have questions about equipment and the operation or use of that equipment, that they're doing so at a safe distance. I know early on we had folks that would saddle up right next to our staff members, just like they would pre-COVID-19, and literally be shoulder to shoulder. And our staff were having to encourage them to, hey, take a step back. We got some bright yellow shirts that said, 6 feet, social distancing, kind of remind folks of that. So be mindful of that. Social distancing. In terms of sanitizing equipment when it returns, if they have the opportunity to clean it, that's fine. But we have built that into our protocol of all equipment that's being returned, that we are handling it in a way that's both safe for our staff and safe for the general public. So wear a mask, social distance, but in terms of cleaning the equipment, simply return it in the fashion that you received it, and our staff will take it from there.
Great insight, Steve. Thank you. Maybe let's talk about ARA's Clean, Safe, Essential program. Maybe you can explain the scope of this service for your members. It even includes a cleanliness and safety certification, which I think is a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, so the Clean, Safe, Essential program is focused on health and safety while operating in a new business environment. It is an online training through the ARA's Rental U program, which is our new learning management system. And it's done in modules, so it's great that people can take it as time allows for them. At this time, both my managers and I have taken it, and we will be having everybody else on the property take it. And it just brings everybody to the same page of all of the things they can do. We have checklists like this to show what all to be done every day throughout the day. And at the end of it, just to be clear, it is not actually a certification, it's a member program, but you do get a certification of completion when you're done. So every person gets that with their name on it. And then we have some things to post in the store that shows that the business has gone through the program. So that just will show the customers of ours out there that we have taken extra measures to keep them safe and ourselves safe.
Great info. Thank you, Beth. Our world has been going digital for a while now, more so with COVID-19. ARA recently overhauled its online rental store locator at rentalhq.com. Can we discuss the importance of that site for our readers to find a good rental outlet?
So I think, the important thing here is, as members of the American Rental Association, one thing the association is trying to accomplish is the fact that there is consistency from member to member. And so whether you're in Colorado with Beth or in Minnesota with me, that you have a similar experience in terms of a level of professionalism. And that's the objective of the association. So when we look at Rental HQ, it's that ability to identify those members that are participating in that level of professionalism, whether it's the commitment towards clean, safe, essential, or in terms of safety programs with their equipment and the proper maintainment of that equipment. It's important that as the general public looks to rent equipment, that they have trust in the industry. And that's really what we're trying to accomplish as an association. And rentalhq.com helps folks find those stores that they can trust are conducting the business in a professional manner.
Maybe now we can talk about the rental industry as a whole. ARA is my ultimate resource for rental data. So can you guys give me a quick update on the state of the industry? How are rental houses coping these days? How much has business slowed or evolved? And what are your sort of near-term expectations?
Yeah, initially, many of us, especially with my area specifically, the construction was closed for about a month. So we took a pretty good hit in April. We were down 70%, and then as it opened up at the end of the month, we were able to recover back up to 50%. And that was a pretty standard number for places where construction closed. Most of the rental houses did stay open in the country that did construction, considering to be them essential. So in the past month, we've seen quite an upswing in the numbers. The average of the industry right now is about 15% down, but many of us actually are seeing increases and are up from last year at this point. So that's great for seeing that quick back up for the construction. But the biggest challenge is the fact that all over the country, everything is different everywhere. And so the numbers are pretty varied. But the bulk of the construction rental people feel that they have a strong feeling for the remainder of this year.
Good to know. ARA is such a great association with so many services. Beyond your Clean, Safe, Essential program, what other ARA projects have you guys excited right now? Beth and Steve, maybe both of you can pick one that you are particularly excited about.
Yeah, thanks, Keith. So, the association a couple of years ago, we put together our strategic plan, which highlighted 5 different areas that the association wanted to focus, both our financial resources and human resources as we moved forward. COVID-19 hits, and the question would be, did those shift at all? Well, really, they just allowed us to kind of double down in some areas. And one in particular is on our educational piece, what we call the Rental U. And we actually have an online app now for our members that allows professional training in various segments of our industry. Specifically, the last couple of months, we've really been focused, had small groups, committees focused on a certified professional management program. So it's really looking at becoming a professional within the industry. So taking not only what you learn in store, but really, if you're adding college level courses, really in terms of not only in terms of identifying equipment and its proper use, but in terms of financial management, coaching, administrative skills, everything that would be required to be a certified rental professional. And so that's one area that the association is focused on, and I'll let Beth talk about some others.
And another one of our strategic initiatives was technology. And so we have got a group, again, a small committee group that is working strongly with trying to come together with the manufacturers. And we've got great involvement with the large rental stores, United and Herc and Sunbelt are involved with us with that, as well as all the way down to the small equipment operators like myself. And we are coming out with we're going to have a technology summit in October. This one, unfortunately, is going to be virtual this time, but we wanted to come together as an industry and really see what we can do to make the process of renting so seamless, and to have the technology with everything from how we do it at our rental houses to how the equipment is set up with the GPSs, what people can have, so that just for the end user customer, it is just a much quicker, easier process of how to use equipment. Does it need servicing? Can they call it off rent? So many things that can be out there, and we're going to try and just have that all be one integrated thing with the ARA's help.
So many great programs. Beth and Steve, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to Compact Equipment today.
Keith, thank you so much. Appreciate the time.
Thank you, Keith, very much.
CE readers can visit www.compactequip.com for more info on renting equipment and the American Rental Association. Thanks for tuning in, and be safe out there. Bye for now.